The old ways are too slow.
Real-time data is essential. VR lets you feel the market.
It's the future.
Iconic shift happening in the world of finance right now. And no, it's not some new hot stock or a passing market trend. It's something way, way bigger. We're talking about the single largest transfer of wealth in human history. And it's not coming, it's already. Just look at this number. Let it sink in. $84 trillion. I mean, it's hard to even wrap your head around a number that big, but that's the estimated amount of wealth that's going to be passed down from baby boomers to their kids over the next couple of decades. It's an amount of money that's going to completely redraw the financial map. But honestly, the dollar amount isn't even the craziest part of the story. The real story is who it's going to. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. All that money, that $84 trillion, is moving into the hands of a generation that grew up with the internet, grew up with smartphones. They expect everything to be instant, on demand, and they have absolutely zero patience for clunky, old-school processes. Think about it. They're not going to make an appointment and drive to a bank branch any more than they're going to go look for a payphone. And right there, that's the massive conflict. Which brings us to the core problem we're talking about today. The legacy banks, the old guard, they're failing. And it's all because of this massive, massive generational mismatch. You know, for decades, wealth management was a pretty straightforward business. It was all about relationships. It was built on in-person meetings, firm handshakes, and just mountains of paperwork. It was a high-touch, kind of slow-moving world where that personal connection was valued way more than digital speed. And hey, for a really long time, that worked perfectly fine. But that entire era, it's coming to a very abrupt end. So this is where it gets really interesting, because this slide lays out the disconnect so clearly. Let's just walk through it. On the one hand, you've got the legacy banks pushing in-person visits. You know, stuffy offices, scheduling weeks out. The next-gen expectation? A seamless app that just works on your phone. Then you've got the old world of paperwork and, get this, faxes, versus the new world of just instant one-tab access. Legacy banks pretty much work 9 to 5. But this new generation lives in a 24/7 world and expects support whenever they need it. And maybe the biggest deal breaker of all, those confusing, opaque fees nobody understands versus a total demand for 100% transparency. I mean, these are two completely different universes. So, okay, what do these new high net worth clients actually want? Well, it's not just a nice to have, it's a non-negotiable digital first mandate. And this isn't some fantasy wish list. This is the absolute baseline now. They expect to sign up for a service from their phone in like 5 minutes. They want to see how their portfolio is doing right now, in real time, not wait for some paper statement to show up in the mail. If they have a question, they want to talk to an advisor on demand, maybe through a quick chat or video call. And they expect smart, personalized insights that are driven by data, not just some advisor's gut feeling. And here's the kicker. The whole thing has to feel as smooth and intuitive as their favorite apps like Spotify or Uber. Anything less just feels broken to them. So this really is the multi-trillion-dollar question, isn't it? If the old way of doing things is totally obsolete, if it's completely out of touch with the very people who are about to inherit all this wealth, what's the alternative? Where do these firms go from here? How in the world do they bridge that giant gap we just looked at? Well, the answer, and really the hero of this entire story, is software. And we're not just talking about a tech upgrade. We're talking about a fundamental mind shift where technology stops being an IT expense and becomes the absolute core of the entire business. And this is exactly what we mean when we say modern wealth software. It's a single platform that pulls everything together. Signing up, trading, managing your portfolio, getting reports, all into one clean, seamless digital experience. The best way to think about it is like this. For a company like Netflix, the app isn't just how you get the movies. The app is the entire service. It's the same thing here. The software platform becomes the main engine for how these firms find new clients, serve them, and, most importantly, keep them. And this just says it all, doesn't it? It's the new reality. For the next generation of investors, your mobile app is your company. Your digital platform is your brand. It's not a feature, it's the whole business. And any firm that's still treating technology like some background cost they have to minimize, well, they're going to get left in the dust, watching that $84 trillion flow right past them and into the hands of their competitors who actually get it. So we'll end on this thought. This isn't some prediction about the distant future. This is happening right now. Today, the greatest reshuffle of capital in modern history is flowing from one generation to the next, and it's going to overwhelmingly go to the companies that understand this digital first world. So the question isn't if this is going to happen anymore. The only question left is, who is actually ready to catch?
Watch our videos to learn more.